Friends, today we're going to tell you about a revolutionary project from Burkina Faso that has not only shocked all of Africa, but also left major countries in Europe and Asia stunned. This is Ibrahim Traore's Free Solar Oven Project. A project that isn't just changing Burkina Faso's destiny, but also setting an example for every developing nation in the world. Burkina Faso is a country where for decades people have struggled with electricity, gas, and basic necessities. In both rural villages and cities, the fuel crisis had become so severe that people were relying on outdated methods, wood, charcoal, and kerosene, to survive. But the shortage, rising prices, and environmental destruction caused by these fuels had made life unbearable. At a time when the world ignored Burkina Faso's problems, Ibrahim Traore took a step that laid the foundation for changing the nation's future. He announced that every home, every hotel, every restaurant, and every factory in Burkina Faso would be provided with free solar ovens. These ovens are based on a simple yet powerful technology. They work entirely on sunlight. No gas, no electricity, no wood, no coal, just the rays of the sun, which Burkina Faso has in abundance. At first, the project was introduced for women in rural households so they could cook food, heat water, and make tea without depending on fuel. Small solar ovens were distributed in villages where fuel shortages were the worst. When women saw the results, they were amazed. The ovens focused sunlight into a single point and cooked meals within minutes. Seeing the success at the household level, Traore decided to expand the project on an industrial scale. Large hotels, bakeries, and even factories were switched over to solar ovens. The ovens were scaled up to handle mass cooking at once. And the best part, they were so simple and cheap that local craftsmen could build them in small workshops. No need for expensive machinery, just iron rods, aluminum sheets, and glass mirrors. By putting these materials together skillfully, they created structures that focused sunlight into powerful cooking energy. But this wasn't just a technology project, it was an economic revolution. Through these ovens, Traore aimed to revive Burkina Faso's struggling industries. The solar energy wasn't only serving households, it was also powering small-scale industrial units. Across different regions, larger solar panels were installed to establish small factories that produced local goods and breathed life back into the economy. Women were also included in this mission. Those who once worked on handicrafts at home were now involved in building parts for solar ovens. In villages, women handled the glasswork, men built the frames, and the youth joined in marketing and sales. A whole web of economic activity spread throughout the country. Another revolutionary aspect of this project was Traore's foreign policy vision. He declared that Burkina Faso would become the first nation to export its free solar oven technology to other African countries. Today, factories in Burkina Faso are producing hundreds of thousands of solar ovens annually, with local workers, once unemployed, now building a future. The technology is so simple that artisans in any developing nation could replicate it in their own homes. That's why Traore openly shared it with the world, inviting other countries to use it to solve their people's problems. He said progress doesn't come from massive loans or foreign investors. It comes from local resources and the strength of the people themselves. And friends, it doesn't stop there. Alongside solving the energy crisis with solar ovens, Traore is now working on another groundbreaking project that could end Burkina Faso's water crisis once and for all. It's called the Solar Water Desalination Project. This technology turns salty or polluted water into clean drinking water using nothing but sunlight. No electricity, no fuel, no expensive machinery. Many parts of Burkina Faso are suffering from severe water shortages. Wells have dried up or turned salty. People are forced to walk miles just to fetch drinkable water. Traore found the solution in sunlight again. He announced that solar desalination plants would be installed across the country to provide safe, drinkable water to every village and town. The design is simple. A large transparent dome is built where water is stored. Sunlight heats the water, turning it into vapor. The vapor condenses back into pure water droplets, which are collected in containers. Within hours, salty or dirty, water becomes clean drinking water. These plants are low cost, built with local workshops using iron frames, transparent glass, and basic piping. Women have been included in this project too, preparing smaller parts from their homes. This means that along with solving the water crisis, new jobs are being created for thousands of families. Traore's vision is clear. He wants Burkina Faso to become a self-sustainable nation, where people never have to depend on foreign powers for basic needs. Just like solar ovens ended the dependence on fuel, solar desalination will guarantee safe drinking water for everyone. These plants will also support agriculture, ending water shortages for farmers. For a country that relies heavily on farming, this is nothing short of a game changer. And the best part, it's all simple and low cost, so it can be installed anywhere. Traore believes that any technology that is out of reach for ordinary people isn't progress. It's a deception. That's why, just like the ovens, the solar desalination units will be provided free of cost to the poor and middle class. So, friends, if you believe that leaders like Ibrahim Traore are the ones who can truly change the world, then make sure to like this video. Share it with your friends so they too can see that real progress comes from simplicity and honesty. And tell us in the comments, if technologies like this came to Pakistan or your country, do you think life could change? And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it now so you don't miss more revolutionary stories like this one.